Hey Sarah.
Hi.
Yeah, welcome back to the show. So how have you been?
Yeah, been doing great. God has been good for me.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Who's this man?
Yeah, okay, so here's Michael, my beloved husband.
Okay.
Hello, I'm the husband.
Hey Michael, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
How you been?
Actually, I'm just kidding. Like I've met him several times. Yeah, it's good to have you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I saw your photos on the social media. Like you've been traveling, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
How was your trip?
we've been to Dalat recently. Yeah, just 2-3 days to just relaxing and enjoy the place.
I
Yeah.
see. But it's like raining, right? Like,
Yeah,
how
I
is it?
think it's
Yeah, but
rain a bit.
thanks God that the time that we've been there only rain during the afternoon.
Yeah,
And then we just sleep during that time.
yeah.
Yeah. Praise the Lord. Yeah, I'm really glad to be here with you guys. So today we'll be talking about Christians who were born into a Christian family. So we'll be continuing from our previous episode. So this will be the part 2 of season 12. Yes. So since all of us were born into a Christian family, but we have a different journey, right? So I want to know both about the journey of both of you. So when did you find your faith?
For me, I was born in a Christian family. So basically, my parents are both Christian, and I would say like I have been to church when I was in my mother's womb. But I think it's just for me at the beginning, it was just like going to church, attending church as a task that I have to do to please my parents. And I think up until when I was like 13, then I start having questions about myself, my identity, and I start like wondering why I'm here on earth. And I think it's where I started to want to know more about God, and I gradually come into relationship with Him and know Him personally. Yeah,
I see.
so
How
in short.
I see. How about you?
Yeah, the same with Sarah because we are born in the Christian family, and then my mother is a first generation, but actually that she very
Enthusiastic.
enthusiasm, and then my dads were the
One of the church leaders.
fourth generation, and then both of them were leader in the church, and then I just come with them. So I just come with them, and then I just learn from what they share with other people. So
I see.
it's come into my mind. It's just like natural thing. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
So you've been familiar with the gospel
Yeah.
since you were young because you've been with your family the whole time,
Yeah.
spreading the gospel, which is cool. Yeah. So like how to say, like I was also born into a Christian family too. Yeah, my father is here with me today, sitting there. Being born into a Christian family, I was taught prayers, and we had to pray every day at 6 p.m. too. So, how was your journey with your family when you were young?
I would say my family would be a bit different from what you share. Because like I said, even though I came from a Christian family, both my parents are Christians, but I would say they were not really enthusiastic Christians. Growing up, I only remember going to church with my mom, even though my dad was like the main believer in the family, because my mom was not a Christian before that. And when she knew my dad, then she became a Christian. So basically my mom was the first generation, but basically I grew up going to church with my mom. And for me, honestly, I didn't learn much about Christianity from my parents. Helped me to have at least at that time, a habit of going to church and knowing that there's a God up there created us and protect us always. I had an older brother, much older, but when I wanted to have the second child, my mom got miscarried twice before me. And then when she was pregnant with me, she told me that she prayed a lot. And she kind of make a promise with God, like, oh, if this baby is safe and sound, then I would let her to play the piano for your church. So that was like her promise even before I was born.
Right.
So yeah, I kind of grew up with that prayer, but for me, when I was young, I hated that prayer of hers, because from a very young age I was forced to practice the piano. When my friends were out there, I stay at home, play the piano, practice. I hated that, even though my parents told me, oh, because like I promised God kind of thing.
Right.
But I hated that, and I remember up until a point that I just hated so much, honestly. So I decided to quit it. I told my parents I don't want it anymore, so I just quit it when I was like 10 years old, as I remember. Or when I was like 12, 13, when I have like questions about my life, and I don't know why. Now I look back, then I just kind of remembered at that time I started just to go back to my piano, just as a way to relax, just to do something to distract myself from all the stress that I was having at that time. I mean, right now looking back, I'm really grateful for my parents. It was prayer, like that prayer that brought me to life. And
Your mother's prayer for you.
yeah, that's true.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
And now here you are, like playing piano at the
Yeah.
church every Sunday.
That's true.
Praise the Lord.
I don't have the ability to play piano, so my mom didn't pray for me.
Right. Yeah.
But actually, that I experience about prayer like every day, 3 times a day, in the morning, lunch, and then afternoon. It's not for the
Not just for the meal.
not just for the meal. Every morning, I mean, I wake up and then she just rock me and then pray with her. Even that I still sleepy, but I still sit with her. So then, and my dad, I didn't see my dad pray much, but I only see him pray in the church, and then he pray in the Bible study. I think that I have my parents who very powerful on prayers, while I learn from the
On the New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve, and then everybody have to pray.
Okay.
So I remember that when I was very young, like 8 or 9 years old, I have to pray too. So that just encouraged me to pray. And now, for me, it's praise like talking with God. So it's not too difficult for me.
Right.
So I think that because of my mom and my dad just told me that the way it's easy to pray, and then the pray is like your prayer. You have to do every day. Yeah.
So your parents paved the way for you, and
Yeah.
it was easier for you to just walk in
Yeah.
and be in a prayerful life with God.
Correct.
It's amazing. One thing just came into my mind, which we sometimes take it for granted. That's the prayers of our family, our dads and mom. Yeah, and my father and my mother would also pray for me, and that kind of shaped my life into a getting better opportunity or better life too. For me too, like praying to God, I would do it since childhood. Like I said, I would pray with my family every 6 p.m. Every day at 6 p.m. But it was more like for me personally, it was more like a traditional thing, like a habit. I didn't really want to pray. I want to play. So it's like a traditional, but like you said, it's a relationship, right? Christianity is actually a relationship. It's relationship is much more important than being traditional with God. So what really changed me is that when I was 22, I got to know who Jesus really was and what he did for me on the cross. It wasn't that my parents didn't tell me. They told me since I was young. It was just my stubbornness. I didn't really care, But at the age of 22, I kind of knew about God, and I want to be in the relationship with God. So how about you guys? You guys know about God like since you were young, but when was the time that of your transformation from tradition to the relationship?